the Trump administration is rolling out the atrocity propaganda just so we can try to justify getting involved in Nigeria. There's a terrorist organization there, a bunch of radical Islamists that are slaughtering Christians. And the Trump administration believes this is a legitimate reason for us to get the United States military involved in Nigeria. So here's a PBS News article. Trump threatens Nigeria with potential military action over claims of Christian persecution. United States President Donald Trump on Saturday said he's ordered the Pentagon to begin planning for potential military action in Nigeria as he stepped up his allegations that the government is failing to rein in the persecution of Christians in the West African country. Now, while this is terrible, and I don't support, persecution of people anywhere in the world for their beliefs, this is Nigeria. This is not America. We are not the police officers of the world. A large group of the MAGA movement, or just people that supported Donald Trump in the previous election, supported him to not intervene in foreign countries. The internal affairs of foreign nations is none of our business. That's the whole America First agenda. Here's Donald Trump's quote or tweet. I don't know. Maybe it's off Truth. I don't know. But he says, if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop aid and assistance to Nigeria. Well, we should probably stop that anyway, especially when you have Americans that are struggling at home. But he goes on. He says, and may very well go into that now disgraced country guns a-blazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities, Trump posted on social media. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. Okay, so whatever your religious ideology is or whatever your beliefs are, you can condemn the slaughtering of Christians in Nigeria. And it's not just going on in Nigeria. I've seen reports of it in the Congo and a couple of other African countries. And again, that's horrible. I don't support Christians being slaughtered. I don't support Muslims being slaughtered. Like, there's also radical Islamists that are killing moderate Muslims there as well. They kind of see them as part of the problem because they don't go to the extremes that they believe are necessary. So there's also Muslims being killed. But at the end of the day, it comes back to, why is this any of our business? We've got a lot of people here that are struggling right now. You've got the whole SNAP payments not going out. And I'm not a big supporter of the social welfare state, because I recognize that our country's broke. We're $38 trillion in debt. We don't have the money and the funds to have a large social welfare state. But I understand when the people in America that do support a large social welfare state, they see things like this. They see military intervention in these foreign countries, and they think, well, if we have money to go be the police of Nigeria, surely we have enough money to take care of people here at home. But that's the problem. We don't have money to be the police in Nigeria. We don't have the money to have a large social welfare state. We have to cut back the spending. It's going to get to a point where we completely lose control, and we might already be there. The debt is unsustainable. We're kicking that can down the road, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. But we have to stop all of this foreign intervention. And I don't really believe that it has anything to do with humanitarian issues or really caring about the Christians in Nigeria. Maybe it does, but I don't think so. I think maybe it has something more to do with China's sphere of influence in Africa is growing. Nigeria is part of the Belt and Road Initiative, which is this huge global project that China's been doing for the last 12, 13 years, where they're building infrastructure and they're making all these deals. China's implementing foreign policy the way the United States should be doing foreign policy. They're going out and making deals and getting money and getting resources for all these countries, and they're doing it through more like soft power. The United States seems to rely on military power and threatening, kind of like extorting people. And again, I don't know. Maybe if you take this at face value, Donald Trump is just really concerned about the Christians in Nigeria. I don't know. But regardless, I'm not. I don't want them to die. I don't want them to be slaughtered. But my concern starts here at home. You take care of what you have going on at home. If you can't take care of your people here, then you can't take care of people anywhere else. So we have to, the MAGA movement, the supporters of Donald Trump, need to hold him accountable and make sure that he is carrying out an American first policy. And really ask yourselves, because see, this is Trump derangement syndrome on the right when they can justify this. And I don't know if it's because a lot of Donald Trump supporters are Christians or what it is, but if you can support this and you can continue to justify intervening militarily in foreign nations, then maybe you need to, reconsider what you believe to be America first.